Welcome to the Midnight Hour. I'm your host, no middle name. What's going on, bro? You all right? I appreciate you for tuning in, man. How you out there living, bro? I hope blessed. Hope many blessings is going your way. We winding the night down, getting ready to start this midnight hour moment. And on this midnight hour moment, I'm looking out to use resources. So tap in. Make sure you get tapped in. We finna use our resources tonight, baby. You feel me? We're finna use these resources, man. So let's get on to it, man. Yeah, bro. I appreciate you for tuning in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can hear the music on Instagram. So if you shoot over to Facebook or YouTube, you can hear the music. You know what I'm saying? I got music being played right now. If you're over there on Facebook, I just want to know if you can hear the music. Can you hear the music? Facebook, YouTube, can you hear the music? Talk to me. Tap in right now. This the midnight hour. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Can you hear the music? Can y'all hear the music on Facebook? Oh, okay. I see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. Hold on real quick, guys. Don't hope I didn't lose y'all. I'm just working. Hold on, man. I hope I ain't losing nobody. This is the midnight hour. We finna use our resources, baby. We finna use our resources. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I got you. It's finna. Here we go. Here we go. All right, now we should be in there now. Damn it.
Some of the most influential people around the state, you know?
Yeah, y'all should be able to hear that now.
Rod Marley. We like the 57 Club, you know?
Yeah.
Hey,
From OK to LA,
out
baby.
on the side, you feel me?
Everybody out there, man. I hope y'all tuning in right now. It's the midnight hour.
That couch slouching, cave mountain, sticky shit, big nugs, weigh it up. I need a zip. What's that? Hey, what's that? Have you
The midnight
tried
hour.
this? Mix and
Subscribe.
match. Include the tax. Okay, you the shit. Hit the
If you on
stove.
Instagram,
I need
you got to
some
get over to
snacks. I need some
Facebook
sticks to
or
line
YouTube.
on.
No middle name. It going down.
Made it home, plugged in my phone. I'm
No
rolling
music.
up,
He
I
said he
light
still
it up.
can't hear the
I
music.
take a
Okay.
puff. Yeah, it's good as fuck.
Damn.
When they end the yo. Legal now, okay, to LA, we legal now. Got a little bounce to the ounce.
Yeah, you should be able to hear it now.
Give a minute to let it all out. Bigger the blunt, longer I'm stuck, calling the couch.
Tap in if you can hear it, baby. Let me know.
Some of the most influential people around the state, you know? I'm Rod Marley.
Yeah, you should better hear it now.
Like the 57 Club.
Let me know if you can hear it before we start the show. This is the midnight hour. I'm your host, no middle name. Bringing that OKC music to you.
I need that couch slouching, cave mountain, sticky shit, big nugs, weigh it up. I need a zip. What's that? Hey, what's
Can you
that?
hear the music?
Have you tried this? Mix and match. Include the tax. Okay, you the shit. Hit the stove. I need some snacks. I need some sticks to line long. My car running. Tried to make it quick. Made it home. Plugged in my phone. I'm rolling up. I light it up. I take a puff. Yeah, it's good as fuck. When they end yo pendulum a swing. Have you caught up in two puffs wide awake? Caught up in a drink. Got me free up, but the clouds ain't got no parachute or wings. Ride Marley on the track off an ounce magazine. Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now. Okay, LA, we legal
yeah, y'all can
now.
hear it. Y'all can hear it. Just checking.
Got a little bounce to the ounce. I'm finna hit it, now give me a minute to let it all out. Bigger the blunt, longer I'm stuck, calling the couch. I let this drip, how did I get this cotton mouth? In a rabbit hole, I found a fire leak. From a regular, I'm a retiree. Yeah, we legal now, we don't have to hide the tree. I let this herb, I'm smelling, must be urban weather. Oh, we legal now, sing it loud. 46 release.
We're using our resources, baby.
If I ain't got it here, then I'm leaving town. Planted dark seed just to
Yeah.
Now we got it here. Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now. Okay,
Subscribe.
LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now. Smoke with me and get some money. Smoke with me and get some money.
Yeah, man. This is the Midnight Hour. I'm your host, no middle name, and I'm bringing y'all just a little something different, man. I know that a lot of people giving a lot of live feeds, a lot of YouTubes, and a lot of channels, but on the Midnight Hour, we're gonna do it a little bit different, man. So if you on Instagram, I need you to shoot over to YouTube or Facebook, because this is where you get all the content at, man. So if you on Instagram, just shoot over real quick and subscribe. This is the Midnight Hour. What the Midnight Hour is, this is the Midnight Hour where you find ways to come up. You find ways to level up. You find ways to do things just a little bit different than what you have normally been doing. I know that there has been people on here viewing and subscribing that go through a lot of different ways, a lot of different things in their lifestyle, and they're just looking for an answer, a way out, a different direction than what's being told to them. And here on the Midnight Hour, we like to do it a little bit different. With that being said, we like to start off with a prayer. That way we can find different ways to level up and make it to that next level. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for putting clothes on our back, food on our table, and a roof over our head. Touch each and every person that's listening and subscribing to the podcast. Continue to come into our situation and cleanse our situation. Continue to guide and keep each and every person that's on the podcast. Guide us and keep us and watch over us as we go down the path of righteousness. In God's name we pray. Amen. Now that we ain't got that out of the way, we are in the Midnight Hour. What is the Midnight Hour? The Midnight Hour is where you take time to reflect, time to get away from all the distractions, all the haters, all the cloud chasers, all the blockers, and actually take time for yourself to level up, manifest, and make it to that next level. And here on the Midnight Hour, we just try to use resources and try to find different ways to make that happen, because in our daily journey, in our daily lifestyle, in our everyday situations, we might not have the answers. We might not be able to cope with the people that's around us in everyday situations and may not have the answers. And what am I doing here? I'm just here as a resource. You got an answer or a question, I might have the answer. If I don't have the answer, I can surely find out for you. Not saying that I do have all the answers, but I just feel like that I've been put in certain situations and I've been blessed. And if you've been subscribing, if you've been following and going through this journey with me, we done talked about a lot of different things, a lot of different ways to level up, a lot of different ways to come up. And on tonight's episode, on tonight's podcast, on tonight's channel, we're going to talk about using our resources. In this Midnight Hour moment, it is time for us to use our resources. And I know if you have been subscribing, if you have been following and going on this journey, I say use your resources a lot. I say it a lot, and I don't think that everybody truly understands what I mean by that. What I mean by use your resources, for example, this social media thing that we call ourselves being on every day or being a part of every day. Social media is one resource, one different form of resource. And what do I mean by resource? Say if you are a business person, or if you are a promoter, or if you're trying to reach out, or if you are doing some type of business or some type of work and you don't have the money or the skill set to be able to reach out and go to all these different businesses and different locations to try to get your business off, you can go through social media. Social media is not charging. It's free. It's free to use social media, and everybody's on it. Like I said, if you were a business person such as myself, you would be using social media as a free source. And that's one of those free resources, social media. Why? It helps promote. And like I said, man, I know y'all been on here subscribing and following. I know that you have seen the posts from earlier today because I asked for music. I asked for music and links. That way we can be able to resource and get together. Not saying that I'm trying to go out and chase the dollar. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just using the resource. Now, if you have music, if you are out there making music, if you are out there trying to get your music off, earlier I asked for a link to your music. That way I can be able to put your song on during this time and be able to get your views or get your listeners or get your whatever you doing as far as views, as far as listeners. And I'm on here trying to help promote that. You know what I'm saying? And I had a few people reach out to me and a few people link up and say, hey man, yeah, here's one of my songs, bro. So I would, greatly appreciate it if you put me on there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, I'm on here trying to help promote, and I'm on here trying to be a resource for my Oklahoma City artists. And one of those artists I have, he sent me the link to his song, and that's what I was playing earlier. So if you haven't heard this Oklahoma artist, I'm about to play the song now. It is Rob Marley, and it is Okay to LA.
And we got some of the most influential people around the state. You know, I'm Rob Marley. We like the 57 Club, you know. Hey, shout out Norma Side, you feel me? Yeah. I need that couch slouching, cave mountain, sticky shit, big nugs, weigh it up. I need a zip, what's that? Hey, what's that? Have you tried this? Mix and match, include the tax. Okay, you the shit, hit the stove. I need some snacks, I need some sticks to line long. My car running, tried to make it quick, made it home. Plugged in my phone, I'm rolling up, I light it up. I take a puff, yeah, it's good as fuck. When the indica in the yo pendulum a swing. Have you caught up in 2 puffs wide awake, caught up in a drink? Got me free up, but the clouds ain't got no parachute or wings. Rob Marley on the track, off an ounce magazine. Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now. Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now.
Got a little bounce to the ounce. I'm finna hit it, now give me a minute to let it all out. Bigger the blunt, long round stuck, calling the couch. I let this drill, how did I get this car in my mouth? In a rabbit hole, I found a fire leak. From a regular, I'm a retiree. Yeah, we legal now, we don't have to hide the tree. I let this herb, I'm smelling, must be urban weather. Oh, we legal now, singing loud, 46 relief. I'm living now, if y'all ain't got it here, then I'm leaving town. Planted dark seed just to weed them all out, now we got it here.
Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now. Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay, to LA, we legal now.
Smoke with me and get some money. Smoke with me and get some money. Smoke with me and get some money. Smoke with me and get some money.
Okay, see, we on the map and we giving biscuits, you know what I'm saying? What's the ticket, you know what I'm saying? It's a hemp father, baby. Bless
Something
it.
fire, baby.
Ooh. Okay, LA, we legal now. Okay.
Man, and that's Rob Marley featuring R.I.P. Lee's. Okay, see the LA, man. You can get on YouTube at any time and look it up, Rob Marley, man. And that's one of our Oklahoma City artists. If you haven't heard that, now you just heard it. That's using your resources, man. Using your resources, reaching out, getting links, getting involved, getting into the community and making ways, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. And like I said, man, I know y'all heard it earlier. I know y'all seen it earlier, the post when I was asking for the links. We just trying to find different ways to level up, promote, and put every best foot forward, man. Like I said, man, using one of the resources is social media. Why? Because for promotion. Another way you can use social media as a resource is to interact. You can use this platform or this social media thing as a way to interact with people that you don't normally interact with. For one, the coronavirus is going around. And everybody's so scared and terrified of the coronavirus and don't nobody really know what's going on and how to be able to handle their situation based off of the coronavirus, you can still be able to interact with everybody that you normally act with using social media, because social media has different ways of viewing and sharing and subscribing. Another form of social media and using your resources is reaching out. You can reach out to the people, you know what I'm saying, based off of the social media feeds and stuff like that, just to reach out to people that you don't normally talk to, normally deal with and stuff like that. And like I said, bro, I'm just using this as a resource. Tonight on the Midnight Hour, we just finding different ways to use our resources. And just a while ago, I just played an Oklahoma City artist. If you haven't heard of them, now you have. And like I said, man, we just doing different things. So with that being said, I have another beat that I, you know what I'm saying, been working on. If those of you that rap, I do beats, I make beats, I put together videos, and you know what I'm saying, I do different stuff like that. So if ever you want to come over to the studio and hop on the track or hop on the beat, you know what I'm saying, we can do that. So this is one that I got going on right now, man. And this is just gonna be playing in the background whenever you're ready to hop on it. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're ready. And that's just a little snippet of, you know what I'm saying, some of that I got going on right now. Like I said, man, we just finding different ways to use resources, different ways to come up, different ways to level up. And in the Midnight Hour moment, we are discussing different ways to use our resources. Yeah. But yeah, that's all we using. And the next topic that I was going over with using resources is your family. Your family could be a resource. Why would you use your family as a resource? Why? Because your family is going to give you a real opinion. You know what I'm saying? When you go and deal with a lot of these people out here in this real world, when you go out and deal with a lot of these fake people, a lot of these clout chasers, a lot of the people that's out just for the dollar, they're going to tell you anything. They're going to make you try to believe anything. They're going to try to persuade you and make you believe some stuff that really ain't true, to make believe you, to make you either buy what it is they're trying to sell you or make you believe in something that ain't true. And most of the time when you turn to your family and ask them for their opinion on what you got going on, they 9 times out of 10 will give you a real opinion. And that's what I was doing when I was in DC. I was out in DC, you know, looking at some different things, viewing some different things that, you know, Oklahoma didn't have to offer. And when I went out to DC, I just seen a different view, a different picture on what was real. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma only gives out so much. And when people try to venture out or go to a different location, what's the first place they go? Dallas, Denver. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, I've been doing that up and down I-35 for a while now. I kind of seen what Dallas has to offer. I kind of seen what Denver has to offer, but I ain't never been to DC. And I just wanted to go out there and see Virginia, DC, Boston, you know what I'm saying? That little area of Philly right there. I just wanted to go see what it was talking about. And like I said, use it on this Midnight Hour moment. We was using the resources. I have family that stay in DC, family that stay in Virginia, and I went out there, stayed for a week, seeing what it had to offer. And it just made my eyes open to so many different things. And I look at the posts, I look at the social media, and I look at the posts and stuff like that. How you doing, Dami? All right. I look at the posts and I look at the social media and I see like, man, Oklahoma is like so behind. Or even if Oklahoma wasn't behind, the people that interact with every day don't want to interact with each other. Like, I know y'all seen the link. I know y'all seen the comment, the post that I asked for y'all to send me y'all link for the music. I know y'all seen that. And either you just kept scrolling or, you know what I'm saying, just wasn't trying to be bothered with me for whatever reason it was. But like I'm saying, we got to use our resources, man. And I'm looking at like, bro, who blew up out of Oklahoma? Name me a artist that blew up out of Oklahoma. Name me a producer that blew up out of Oklahoma. Name me a weather person that blew up out of Oklahoma. And then you look at it and Chesapeake be full every game. Downtown be thick every Sunday. Like, bro, where's all these people at when it come time to put out some music? Where are all these people when it come time to put out a video, or when it come time to buy something, or when it come time to do something? And I was looking at the Black Lives Matter, bro. They was on 36 thick. I'm talking about 36 was full of people. 36 was full of people. You telling me that we can't get a CD passed out? We can't get no flyers passed out where we can't get somebody to come and support? And then I'll be like, all right, well, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, shoot me your link, and I'm gonna put your music on tonight at the podcast. People be looking like, bro, I don't even know what he talking about. Are you seeing it? You just heard the music, and the people that's subscribing and the people that's listening right now heard the new music. The new music. And I'm like, bro, if they own it, they own there. If they not, I guess they not, man. So like I said, man, we just using different resources. One of those resources is your family. And why you use your family? Because they're going to give you a real opinion. Another reason why you would use your family is because they will give you opportunities to do some work, get some work done. I am in the photography business. I am in the landscaping business. I am in the video and production business. So if I don't have anything to do, if I don't have any work, at least I can go to my family and shoot some videos or shoot some movies or cut some of their grass. And not necessarily saying that you have to just go to your family in order to get work done, but that's a start. That's a start. And like I said, you got to be able to use your resources. So you use your family as a resource. Then you go back and use your social media. You got 2 and 2 together. You got to be able to use your resources, man. Another reason why you should be able to use your family as a resource, because your family will give you encouraging words. During this pandemic, during this tough time, during this hump that we are trying to make it over, like I said, we are out here using our resources. But if you are out here just on social media and out here looking for the buck, bro, it's finna be short. Because right now, ain't too many people trying to give up their dollar. Because it's so crazy going on right now. It ain't too many people trying to spend that dollar. It ain't too many people trying to venture out and be out because of the virus. So one of the resources is you have to use social media. One of those other ways is your family. And when it get tough times where you're not getting your work, you're not getting the money that you've been looking for, you haven't been getting a success rate as you supposed to, you can turn to your family for those encouraging words. You know what I'm saying? Just to help you get over that hump. That's all. And right now we are at the hump with this pandemic and with this coronavirus and with the Black Lives Matter and all this different type of stuff. We are at a hump right now. Yeah, we might not have been at the climax of that hump. We still kind of on the up and coming side, but just, you know what I'm saying, we need to be able to link our resources together so we can all be able to get over that hump. And that's what I'm trying to bring to you guys in this midnight hour moment. I'm not trying to bring you nothing that's far special. I'm not trying to bring you nothing that's going to be deterring you. I'm not going to be trying to do nothing that's going to be trying to bring you down. I'm not trying to add any drama or anything like that into your situation. I'm just trying to help you make it to that next level. Why? Because we all have to. Right now, we are in a pandemic right now. Are we not? Are we not in a pandemic right now? Are we not fighting for freedom with Black Lives Matter? Are we not trying to keep our distance with the coronavirus and stuff like that? Yeah, that's understandable. But at the same time, we still have to find ways to level up. We still have to be able to find something different to do. Because once this coronavirus is over, once the Black Lives Matter is over, once the social distance is over, we should be able to come out and be on something different. You should not be coming out of the coronavirus still doing what you was doing in 2019. You should not be coming out of the quarantine still doing what you was doing before Kobe, before the whole Kobe thing. You know what I'm saying? Before the whole George Floyd thing. I know we had goals, and I know we had missions, and I know we was on a certain pathway when we first started. But now that it has got going and we are starting July, bro, obviously we got to be doing something different. Obviously we got to be doing something different. And I hope you're not waiting for that stimulus. I hope you ain't waiting for that second round of stimulus. That's going to be a long wait. Just imagine how long it took you to get the first one. Come on now. And if you haven't already spent it, if you haven't already put it in a savings account or used it to put in a mutual fund or make, you know what I'm saying, to find a way to be able to put that 12 and make another 12. If you haven't found out a way to do that by now, man, the rest of 2020 gonna be a little bit tough unless you get on the midnight hour and start finding ways to use your resources. Find a way to use your resources. I know you seen the post where I said send me your link. I know you seen it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh well, I ain't gonna take the time out of my day to send the link or whatever the case may be. And now you look up, you own the subscription right now. You own a podcast right now. Could have been listening to the song that you sent me. But it is what it is. Like I said, we got to be able to use our resources. So with that being said, use our resources. I already talked about using social media as a resource. I done already talked about using your family as a resource. The third and final resource that I'm going to talk to y'all about before I get off this midnight hour is yourself. You have to use yourself as a resource. And I'm not talking about what you normally do every day. Not your everyday shit. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about as a resource. One of those resources is you have to find your hustler's mentality. In this pandemic, in this quarantine moment, in this Black Lives Matter movement, you have to be able to find your hustler's mentality. The kingdom, she said, what about, Vera Scott said, what about the kingdom principle way? The kingdom is, I feel like the kingdom is, that's what we was talking about on Monday when we was talking about pride. When men have pride, they have to structure themselves, because when people have pride issue, well, that's what a lot of people that not knowing the man's situation, they gonna say he has pride issues. Why does he have pride issues? And I think on the other day, the answer that I came up with was, let me see. Why do men have pride issues? Pride is a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction driven from one's own achievement. Men get pride from accomplishing stuff in their life. And then you walk around and tell me that a man got too much pride. Like, come on, man. He has accomplished so much. He has set forth goals in his life as a young man. He has set those own goals, because you know when you grow up and you're going through school and you're going through the classes, the teachers say, hey, man, set some goals out for yourself. Some of those goals might be true. Some of those goals might be realistic. And then some of those goals might be far-fetched. A little bit of goals that might be too far to reach. You set those goals at 10, 11, 12, 13. And then when you look up, you 18 years old and you started to accomplish some of those goals. Some of those goals is going good for you. You've been getting success in what you've been doing, bro. That builds your pride. And then somebody come around that's not knowing the stuff that you've been through, not knowing the situation you've been through, and they're going to say, hey, he got too much pride. He's stubborn and stuck in his ways. Well, the stuff I've been doing been working just fine for me. The situations that I've been put in, I done made it out of. And the stuff that I've been doing has been working fine for me. I'm still eating. I still got clothes on my back. My children ain't going to bed hungry. My lights are still working. So as far as what I'm doing, gotta be correct. It's gotta be right. It's gotta be right. And then she said, well, what about the kingdom? The kingdom comes from a man's pride. What do you see? A lion walk around. He got his own pride. He got his own pride. Ain't nobody coming and stepping into his pride. Ain't nobody stepping his pride. So it all depends on what you classify as your kingdom. If you classify your kingdom as something that you can reach out and touch, something that you can reach out and feel and hold on to, that's materialistic. You're going to lose that just as fast as you got it. But if you hold on to something that's real worth it, like the laughter of your children's voice, the sound or the smile that she makes when she walks in the house and you got the flowers for her, or the when you look on your bank statement and it's not negative, you know what I'm saying? That right there is part of the kingdom. That right there alone is part of the kingdom. And that's just how I see that part. And you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that is the kingdom way. That would be the kingdom way. But like I said, man, on to using different resources, The last resource that I have seen after you then use your social media as a resource and use your family as a resource, the last resource would be yourself. And again, that could tie into the kingdom as well. But in order for you to be able to use that as a resource, you have to be able to have that hustler's mentality, that hustler spirit, that go get it attitude, that I won't take a no for an answer mind frame. You have to take that, because on your journey, on this midnight hour, people is going to tell you no. People in your journey, people in your pathway is going to tell you that you ain't going to make it, that you can't make it, that it's going to be too hard for you, that it's going to be too difficult. But you have to have that drive, that ambition to be able to push yourself no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. And you have to have that deep inside of yourself. People going to tell you no multiple times. You're going to hear no more than you think. People going to tell you that you can't and that it's going to be too hard for you. And you just got to be able to get over that, man. Another resource that you can use when being yourself is you have to be selfish. Like I said, I know people, we was talking about pride and being stuck in your ways and being stubborn and stuff like that. But at the same time, you have to be a little bit selfish. You have to, because if not, bro, you're going to open up that door for people to step on you, and try to find ways that they can get on you if you're not selfish about it. Because like I said, you can use your family as a resource, but at the same time, you use your family as a resource. You cannot keep giving them the freebies. You cannot give them the family discount. You can't keep giving them the homie hookup. You can't give them the baby mama blues. You can't keep doing that, bro. You can't, because you're going to be looking up and you're going to be still in the same situation that you're in now. You trying to find ways to level up and come up and make money, but at the same time, you're giving out freebies. You're giving out a whole bunch of handouts. Come on, man. That ain't a way to be able to make that happen. That's not a way you can be able to make that work, man. So at the same time, you got to be able to find different ways to be able to be selfish, but at the same time, accomplish the goals that you have set forth. Those are one of the ways you can use resources. Another way that you can use resource, and the last way you can use resource and being the self-binding person that you are, is have your spirituality game has to be at a certain level. I've been saying that on every podcast that I've been on. You have to have your spiritual mindset for the level that you are trying to reach. If your spirit and your mind is not right, you ain't gonna be able to level up. And how do you know that your spirit is right? First of all, how do people interact when you walk into the building? How do people walk? How do people interact? How do people's mode feel or change when you walk into the building? When you walk in, everybody laughing and giggling and having a good time. And then as soon as you walk in, there go no middle name. Y'all might want to be quiet. He gonna put that on the podcast, so y'all might want to be quiet or something like that. Don't say nothing, because he gonna be on that. You know what I'm saying? Or when you do walk into the building, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? I remember seeing you on that podcast, bro. Man, you trying to catch me on there next week? You know what I'm saying? Just different levels of using your resource. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit has to be right. Your spirit has to be right. The next type of spirit is your go get it spirit. Once you have got your spiritual self right, where you is right with the Lord and you know your faults and you have, you know what I'm saying, declared him as number one, and then you start figuring out what direction it is you want to take, you have to be able to get your mind mentally prepared for that level. If you're going to be a painter, then you have to be mentally prepared to paint. You can't be going in as a painter thinking that you're going to go up in there and do some math. Like, bro, that this them is on two. Them your agendas is on two different pages right now, and that's not gonna work out for you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, this is the midnight hour, and we are finding different ways to use our resources. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for subscribing. But now this is that moment where you can come in and you can give your opinion. I know you see the comments. I know you see the things that's being said. Now it would be a time for you to voice your opinion. This is the midnight hour. We are finding different ways to use our resources. And if you have a opinion or if you have something to say about using the resources, you can tap in. You can tap in. I can bring you in live. We can find different ways to use resources, and we will be able to make it to that next level. So if you are listening, if you are subscribing, if you are on Instagram, you can shoot over to YouTube. But if you have a opinion on different ways to use your resources, you can tap in and I can bring it to you, or you can bring it to them. You can bring your opinion on how you feel about the about using your resources. No middle name.
The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. If you want to level up,
You got
the real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. If you want to level up, you gotta prove it. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. If you want to level up, you gotta prove it.
First start off with laying the foundation, brick by brick, and you gotta be patient, overcome any situation. Haters gon' hate, but let them keep hating. NOMIDDLENAME. What you mean you ain't subscribed to me? Hey, 405, okay city. Put them on my back, now they with me. Pull up on the scene, what's the dilly? Turn to the max, I'm about to kill it. This beat, I know you feel it. So the next step, I gotta make a milli. I cut grass, I take pics, I shoot videos and still keep it lit. I got a podcast, it's a hit. The midnight hour, I know the shoe fit.
The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. If you want to level up, you gotta prove it. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. If you want to level up, you gotta prove it.
Hold up, man. Stay up in your lane. Switching the game. Go by no middle name. It's all the same. When you doing it for fame, no clout. All phase. Whatever you do to maintain. Gotta get it. I'm getting hungry. The quarantine got me feeling lonely. Right now, if you on Instagram, I'm playing music. If you can't hear the music, you got to get over to YouTube, Facebook, no middle name, so you can get all the content. Because right now I'm playing music right now.
The real solution, get to the conclusion.
I appreciate you for subscribing and being part of the midnight hour. Many blessings.
You gotta prove it. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. The real solution, get to the conclusion. If you wanna level up, you gotta prove it. You gotta prove it. You gotta prove it.
This is the midnight hour, guys. I'm your host, no middle name. On this midnight hour moment, we are talking about different ways to use your resources. And when you are on this pandemic, Black Lives Matter movement, there is multiple ways that we have to use our resources. And one of those, or some of those ways that I've already listed, was social media. You can use this social media platform to be able to promote yourself and be able to get your business going. You see it every day. You see it all the time about people promoting it and people looking for black businesses and stuff like that. Well, you can use social media as a way to promote yourself. Another form of social media resource is interaction. During this coronavirus and this Black Lives Matter and this keeping your distance, you can be able to interact with your loved ones and your friends and even your enemies on social media. That way you can still be able to stay alert and stay alive. Another reason is to reach out. Reach out to your family and friends during this moment, because a lot of us can't interact with each other. This is what the social media resource could be used for. Another resource is your family. Your family could be a resource because they give you real opinions. They not gonna lie to you. I mean, my family don't. I don't know about everybody's family, but my family wouldn't lie to you. They're gonna give it to you straightforward and honest as possible. So, like I said, man, if y'all my family and y'all looking and y'all subscribing and y'all can hear me just fine, is the audio clear? Is the audio good? And is it worthy? Is it talking about, I mean, like everybody else's is? I mean, I ain't trying to compare myself to what they got going on, but I mean, as an example, I mean, you can hear me, can't you? Is the quality good? Is the sound quality good? I mean, I can get closer to the mic or something like that, but is the sound quality good where you can hear me on all platforms? Is the visual good? Because I mean, if you are my family and you watching and you see this, you can be able to give me, I mean, your opinion. And I mean, we all growing together. We all finding different ways to use our resources. Tap in, man. Subscribe. Another reason why family is a resource is because you can find different ways to get work done, especially if you are a self entrepreneur and you don't have that many clients. You can go to your family first. That's if they hanging with you and they dealing with you and they messing with you. Another reason why you use your family as a resource is because they give you the encouraging words. In this pandemic, in this rough time, we need encouraging words from every now and then. And most of the people that's in our circle or following or subscribing won't give you those encouraging words. You know what I'm saying? But I know in my family, they can give encouraging words to make sure that we are all leveling up and making it to that next level. Another resource that we should be using is ourself. Self is a resource. And one of those reasons why we should be able to use ourself as a resource is because you have a hustler's mentality. You have a hustler spirit. Don't let nobody tell you no. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. I know you done heard this before, but you know what I'm saying? It's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. It's the midnight hour. And I'm just encouraging my viewers and my followers that, you know what I'm saying? You got that hustler's mentality, that hustler spirit. Keep on pushing. Keep on striving for greatness. You can do it. Another reason why we use ourselves for a resource is because we are selfish. Be selfish in this moment, especially when you in the midnight hour moment. When you're in the midnight hour moment, that is a time to be selfish. We are in the midnight hour. This is a selfish moment because we have to find out what the problem is within ourselves. Don't be over there looking to put the blame on other people. Don't be looking to put the blame on the next person. Let's figure out what it is that you need to be doing to get it done. Let's figure out what you need to do on your end to get it done. Well, I'm doing all I can. Well, you might just need to do just a little bit more. Need to try just a little bit harder. Need to put just an extra step out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of those resources. Another resource that I say we could use is the spirit resource. You have to be able to have your spirit spiritually ready to be leveling up. You cannot be leveling up and still have that old spirit, that old mentality, them old ways. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your spirit. And eventually all of it will start coming together. All of it will start coming together, man. Like they say, when I was a kid, I did childish things. But now that I'm a man, I put away those childish games. You know what I'm saying? It's just all a matter of leveling up and making it to that next level. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of those ways I say we can use different resources. I have gave my spiel on the midnight hour. If there's anybody out there that wants to give, 5 minutes on what they feel about using resources and the midnight hour and making it to that next level, if you got anything you want to say, you can tap in right now. I can bring you in. You can go live. You can comment, you can subscribe, you can share on what it means to use your resources in this midnight hour moment. Comment, subscribe, whatever you feel is necessary. This is the midnight hour. I'm your host, No Middle Name, and I'm looking for somebody to give their opinion on using their resources during this Corona Black Lives Matter pandemic. How would you use your resources right now? Because right now, a lot of us is quarantined. A lot of us is non-essential. A lot of us is trying to fight that Black Lives Matter movement. A lot of us is trying to find different ways we can be able to come up out of this quarantine. And on this midnight hour moment, you can give your opinion on what you feel may be right. Not knocking anybody of what they doing, not trying to tell you what's wrong or what's right. We just find different ways. Let's find different ways, and whatever you feel that way may be right for you. I hope that it works out in its best way. Many blessings to you and your family, and I hope it all works out. But in the due time, in that time frame where we trying to figure it out, you can come on, you can subscribe, you can come in, and we can give your opinion. You can give your opinion on what it means to come up in the midnight hour. Using your resources. We are using our resources. Use your resources. We're using our resources. I see y'all tapping in right now. I see you tapping in right now. You can subscribe. You can come on. You can go live and give your opinion on what it means to use your resources during this pandemic.
Nigga, give me 6. Nigga, give me 6. Nigga, give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Ain't nothing between us but space and opportunity. No time for childish shit and buffoonery. I sneeze around peons. I don't want no clowns hanging around me. Gotta peep the borderline haters on the cuffs. It's hard to trust the people that you trust. The closest one to you that always borrow. I'll line you up tomorrow for some marbles. I can look a human in the eye like a stock and tell right away that he a no good guy. His energy and his aura ain't connected. He jealous, his pockets is anorexic. When I was 21, my dreams was 20 to 1. I accepted my failures and didn't blame anyone. Sign hella cousins to your label and they rap. Chances are a couple gon' stab your ass in the back. Nigga, give me 6. Nigga, give me 6. Nigga, give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Give me 6 feet and an ounce of space. Bad business, I don't practice. I'm ganged up and sharp like a cactus. I'm all over it like flour on raw chicken. I don't do bogus shit, ain't no reneging. Getting after it, I done mastered and perfected the art of gas. 32 years of heat, not once did I fall asleep. If it's yay for being made, then I won't end. We can't be friends if 40 ain't your top 10. Don't ever mention my name in the same sentence as sucker shit. The band's what I claim, and I never been a puppet. I've been networking in virtual meetings all day. When I slap gospel music, I play the homie Lecrae. I'm a veteran, but I'm current and I'm on. Every word that I say can be a song. Rap like I'm poor. West Coast best Mount Rushmore. Nigga, give me 6.
Man, we just doing it different ways, man. You know what I'm saying? No Middle Name. Subscribe.
Now you official now, but you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
No, wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money real, that you do, oh yeah, so I don't do this shit for nothing. No.
No middle name. Subscribe.
I'm staring at this Bible as I keep glancing. Dear Lord, I got questions and I need answers. Trying to understand your vision, all I see is damage. Just a bunch of dead bodies in the street camping. A bunch of lost souls on their feet standing. We supposed to be your children, I thought we family. You supposed to be my father, bro, I need answers. We don't need to die young, we just need chances. Tired of living on the edge, so we keep scrambling. Trying to talk to these strippers, but they keep dancing. We just want me number one like Steve Francis. Bow our head saying praying, now the seeds planted. Everywhere I turn, I'm seeing MCs vanish. A lot of good niggas gone, I don't understand it. A lot of families lost and they seeds stranded. I ain't trying to disrespect you, I just need answers. I know you watching us from heaven thinking who to save. Cherry picking who should go next and who should stay. I'd be on my way to heaven if I knew the way. And bring back every good nigga you choose to take. They say you never wrong, but you done made a few mistakes. Cause you taking the wrong niggas, maybe you should trade. Trade us back all the real ones, remove the fakes. I think you should trade. Give us 2 pop back and say that nigga shook. Let the legend resurrect that he gon' live for good. I've been screaming thug life in every different hood. If only you can bring him back, Lord, I wish you would. Give us Biggie, give us Pun, give us Triple X. Take that nigga Trump with you, that's a bigger threat. There's too much power for a coward with no intellect. That's a bigger with a collar, there's a disconnect. Niggas dying, mama crying, grandma need a tissue. Niggas shooting up the church, now I need a pistol. All them niggas still living, you don't see the issue. But how you taste a leader, then you take a leader with you. I ain't trying to disrespect, just need a meter with you. I ain't trying to overstep, just want a reason with you. Give us back our love, ones that take the evil with you. Send them suckers straight to hell, they don't need a visual. I need you to give us back Martin Luther. Take Martin Shkreli, give us back Malcolm. Take R. Kelly, R.I.P. Lil Snoop. Get that boy's life back. Take Eric Holder, give us Eric right back. I'm sending you this message, Lord, I hope you hit me right back. They say I'm on the wrong train, I know I'm on the right track. Cause Trayvon Gordon only did was try to fight back. Zimmerman walk around free, we don't like that. Why you take our mothers from us? Fathers and our sisters and our cousins from us. Got these children getting murdered while they double dutching. Wonder why the fuck you take Nipsey Hussle from us. Damn, you took a true king, a true brother from us. This a fucking marathon, but they running from us. Now everybody got guns, niggas up to something. And every gangster wanna prove that they tough or something. You know it's not fair, tell the truth. I've been in my feelings too. But if you took Emmett Till, at least take Dylan Roof. At least take James Holmes. I ain't even mad at that. Just bring back Whitney and give us Michael Jackson back. Feds want me and then slam it down. Ain't no justice for Sandra Bland, we up like a sailing fan. Lord, if you listen, I'm just looking for a hand in hand. Take out the fuck niggas and give us back our fam again. Drowning in my tears, trying to pray for something. Wonder why you give us life for you to take it from us. Wonder why you give us family then erase it from us. Maybe hopefully you can have a conversation with us. Maybe I'm just probably tripping cause I need a hug. The hood can't find jobs, now we need a plug. Everybody and their mama trying to be a thug. I don't go to church cause I'm afraid of being judged. I've been staring at the ceiling as I lie in bed. Watching niggas follow trends like Simon says. I pray you give us back the real ones and try again. Or maybe take them niggas that deserve to die instead. Tommy Lauren run her mouth and then she get defensive. Lauren Ingram laughing at death and disrespecting. I really feel like you should teach.
Okay, I see what's going on now.
I'm feeling like Will. I think I'm a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm
Nah,
loaded
bro,
with
you
bills.
need to
Cause I
release
wasn't
that.
blessed with no Uncle Phil. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex. They told me to chill. I'm making them flip.
Okay.
My life is a flick. I'm loaded up the film. I got me some paper. Hired a butler and got me a waiter. I want to get married. But none of my shorties remind me of Jada. Or maybe I'm just too afraid to settle. I wish I was planning it different. I think it's a phase. I'm very conditioned. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm scared of commitment. I'm very conflicted. I got the drip and I'm saucy. Ooh, ADHD, I'm a bad boy. I think I might just pull up in a Rari. Ooh, I might just skirt up the Philly. They call me Big Willie. I think I might Larry. Ooh, ain't nothing much you can tell me. I blew through a million, threw me a party. Ooh, I know I'm the one. Damn it, I made it. I look at my son. I feel like I'm dreaming. He truly a blessing. I'm really elated. I pray that he grows.
Man, it's the midnight hour, man. I'm your host, no middle name, and I'm just bringing you different ways to be able to level up, especially in this midnight hour moment. So if you are subscribing, if you are viewing, if you are watching this right now, and you have a opinion on how to level up and use your resources, now would be a good time to tap in. You can tap in right now and just let the people know on your opinion or your ways that you use your resources. No middle name. Well, I have brought you guys the midnight hour. I'm your host, no middle name, and we is just finding different ways to use our resources. I hope that if you are subscribing, if you are listening and following and being a part of this podcast or this stream, I hope that in this situation that you have found a way to use different resources. That's the only thing that I hope. I hope that you have watched this long enough to find different ways to use your resources. If you have a quick second, shoot over to YouTube and subscribe. No middle name. Facebook, subscribe. Whatever it is. But on Instagram, you don't get all the content. Most of the content is missing from Instagram. If you want all the content, it's on Facebook and it's on YouTube, and I'm giving it to you live. I'm your host, no middle name. This is the midnight hour, and on this topic, we were finding different ways to use our resources. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you level up at the end of the day. I'm your host, no middle name, and this is the midnight hour.